This video will be discussing the process of collecting data and inputting it into Excel. With the help of SurveyMonkey, you can create questions and dispatch them in a variety of ways and collect data from anyone. Assuming you already know how to use SurveyMonkey, I have provided an example questionnaire about what students think about the university. Let's check out the questions I have already pre-made. There are multiple ways you can disperse the survey. You can use a web link, send by email, by respondents, post on social media, post on a website, and manual entries. Each way categorizes each of its answers as well. The data is collected as each respondent answers the survey. Now, if we open up Excel, an application that allows data to be stored and organized, we then input the data collected into one column. We can then transition to another form of display for the survey, which is a physical handout. Virtual answers always vary from personal encounters. After handing out the physical copies, you can then repeat the first process and input the respondent's answers into another column. Now that I have inputted both virtual and physical answers, I'm going to use the sum function to figure out how many respondents I have in total. To do this, I input equals sum and choose which cells I want to add. Excel functions are pre-made equations waiting for data so it can calculate them. You don't always have to type every single one out. If you hold the clicker over the bottom right corner, you can drag down and it will automatically calculate the next data listed. After finding out the total amount of respondents, we're going to find the total percentage in decimal form of what answers were selected from the respondents. In order to do that, I have to select the respondents that chose the selected answer and divide it by the total amount of respondents. The total amount of respondents is a constant, so to input that I would type $E, $6. Then I'm going to repeat the last step and drag down instead of individually calculating each one as well. All data has been inputted, calculated, and now is ready to be made into a graph. Today I'll be using a pie graph, but there are several other graphs you can choose from. In order to create the pie graph, we must highlight the list of answers and the percentage of what answers were selected from them. From there, we click Charts and choose the pie graph chart. As you can see, there are multiple kinds of charts you can choose from. We can always edit the size we want the graphs to be so we can fit the rest of the graphs for the other answers. And now, we have accomplished collecting data and inputting it into Excel. Mahalo!